Hello, everybody. This your boy MC. Yeah, now I'm finna get at some fire right at the moment. Shoot, it's been a month now. Things been quiet, but Jasmine Crockett haven't been quiet. Man, it's a probe going down. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. A probe going down with the investigation of the FEC and you know on them Act Blue donations, the oligarchy. And oligarchy. I want to put this crazy thumbnail. Bernie Sanders been talking about that since '93. Oligarchy, oligarchy, oligarchy. As don't look at me as being rich, but look at them. So isn't this ironic? Let's put some light on the situation. Here we go, and let's get this show started. I don't know where I'm going, but I do know what I want to say for either second or the third clip. And let's take a deep dive. Fair use. Fair to the use. We got plenty of clips to look at. But let's go over here in my history. And let's take a peep at, look at all this investigation stuff first. Look at that. And let's get into history. And what was it I wanted to look at? So we're going to say some fair use. And what I wanted to look at, see, Trump directs approval of the Democrats' top funding. And let's start right here.
Hey, ma'am.
Do you remember a while back when Representative Sheldon Daniels, that's running against her? Well, this is,
How you doing, ma'am?
and he went.
I'm not here. I'm not a solicitor. I'm Attorney Sheldon Daniels. I just want to verify. Are you guys aware that you were charged over $16,000 last year? Yeah. I have a list of charges. I'm just here to verify that you guys know about this. $16,240 in political contributions to a candidate named Jasmine Crockett.
A few moments later.
Best wife denied knowing anything about the donations. The complaint contends that this possibly means Best and potentially other donors through Act Blue did not make the donations listed under their names.
Ain't that something, y'all? Check this out. Do you see what the man said? Fair use over there at Paralegal Institute in Washington. Fair use. Do you see what he said? I mean, he read it. See, the complaint references a specific donor reporting to have given 53 separate donations totaling $595 dollars or $1,000 to Crockett campaign through the Act Blue portal. See, the portal. The suspect donor was a 73-year-old Texas resident named Randy Best, according to the FEC complaint. So the way they feeling, is they being set up? We don't know. It's so much laundering that been going on. But for how long? Let me speed this up.
Means Best and potentially other donors through Act Blue did not make the donations listed under their names. The bigger picture is that Crockett's campaign received about $870,000 in total donations through Act Blue. So we're back, y'all. Thank you for watching today. Go ahead and hit that like button, people. It helps us out a ton, and of course it helps you because it helps us. Now, y'all, we said recently that Jasmine Crockett, it looks like she was going to be under investigation, and now looks like that investigation has been opened. Apparently there is a FEC investigation into Representative Crockett and certain campaign contributions that were made to her election campaign. Now, this is reporting by the Daily Signal that says FEC opens probe.
Chinese man again. It seems like he always somewhere close by. Who is that guy? Do anybody know? Keep an eye on him. Keep an eye on him. This just sounds crazy.
Representative Jasmine Crockett donations. The Federal Election Commission opened an investigation.
On April the 2nd, the FSC notified the Coolidge-Reagan Foundation it would review the matter and notify Crockett. The daily decision depends on the support of readers like you. Donate now. So let's
into Firebrand Representative Jasmine Crockett regarding donations to her 2024 campaign made through Act Blue, a Democrat fundraising powerhouse organization. Now, if you are not familiar
Democrat powerhouse.
with Act Blue, you really need to watch this very brief piece by the Washington Examiner. Many people are saying that Act Blue was.
See, did you hear what he said by the Washington Examiner? What is that, the newspaper? If it's a newspaper, that means they got a website and everything. So things going to be pushing out real hard. And Jasmine been literally quiet. And I'm going to show you something from 3 weeks ago, because this is a month. The investigation started a month ago. So let's get back to this part of the show. Okay?
Nothing more
Enjoy.
than a money laundering and money funneling organization. And listen, I'm not making that claim, but that is the claim that's out there right now. Just watch this brief 1.5 minute piece by the Washington Examiner to get more information.
Act Blue, the Democratic Party's key fundraising platform, is under increasing scrutiny amid allegations of fraud and illegal activities. Republicans have accused Act Blue of collecting money through deceptive methods, sparking congressional inquiries and a series of staff departures. The platform, which has processed over $16 billion in donations since 2004, is facing claims of foreign money laundering and financing terrorism. Notable accusations include failures to verify donor identities, which could open the door to fraudulent contributions. In response, Act Blue has implemented new credit verification value requirements, but loopholes still remain. Representative Andy Biggs has called for an FBI investigation, while Representative Darrell Issa has urged a Treasury Department probe into allegations of ties to terror-linked organizations. Act Blue has also been linked to groups that have supported violent protests and anti-Semitic activities. The platform is now at a crossroads as it.
Now, did y'all hear that? See, right out here in Los Angeles, I remember the Central Avenue Jazz Festival last year, even though it's up under Councilman Curran Price, but darn, I start seeing some new type of protesters with signs and symbols, and it looked like they had a sign, but to me it reminded me of like a cross. And then the Caucasian, that Central Avenue Jazz Festival is literally a piece of South Central on Central and Vernon, in between Central and Vernon and King Boulevard. That's how long that span. And then also at the Taste of Soul, new protesters just all out there and about with newspapers and clippings. Some of them, they're not going for none of the above, but they have this one guy. If I can find that clip and investigate it, I'll bring that back to you and bring a piece of this video back to you to explain it. But look over there. Who's that? Did they receive some of the Act Blue contribution? Kamala Harris? I bet you she did. So, let's get back to some more of what's going on.
Must navigate these serious allegations while maintaining its role in Democratic fundraising. Act Blue has not responded to requests for comment.
So the Coolidge-Reagan Foundation, which is a conservative advocacy group, made an FEC complaint on March 26th, and on April 2nd, the FEC notified the foundation it would review the matter and notify Crockett. Quote, the respondents will...
So feel free to go over there and check out the rest of this clip. It is titled Federal Government Officially Investigate Up to 870,000 fraud by Crockett campaign. And it's on the Paralegal Institute. It's a Washington, and they have a training over there. So, they have a training over there. So, feel free to go over there and check our guy out. I even seen him on the Lead Attorney show also. Matter of fact, I got to send him a message on someone that be in one of our man groups that's having a dire need for some aid, man, or direction. So if you hear from the lead attorney, let them know that MC is about to get with them, or, on a matter of such sorts. But to keep this show going, what do y'all think about that there from a month ago? And then things have been quiet, but things have been bubbling. Then you got AOC. She's starting to quiet her tone, but still talking sidewindedly on certain matters to, it's CBC because they act like no one didn't recognize that they was racking up the votes and bringing in all these immigrants to smother out not our community and to snuff out our community and to keep individuals from the baby boomers, the millennials, and gassed with all this fiction of, hey, we have another population of individuals. So that's like two different populations. Immigrant, man, this was going to be real bad. If that's a whole nother show. That's just like an ongoing live show if I'm going to talk on that matter there. But keep this show going because the matter I was talking about that I was going to be talking on like, because I was speaking about that work, being a person that's employed with the Department of Mental Health, LA County, it's like, man, if you knew what kind of meetings and what is in the meetings and what I'm seeing from what I'm learning on these YouTubes and these think tanks and these shows that's politically being ran in the Joe Rogans and all of these shows and valuetainment, I'm seeing what they're talking about live in front of my face when I go to these town hall type of meetings and commission meetings. So, and if I'm seeing it, please go and see if y'all see what we're talking about in those meetings in y'all state, especially if you're in the blue state. Is they really pushing? Is there really protesting? Is there really new groups and communities on the ground advocating for something that don't value families first? And I mean families first. Whether you're single, for real, down home, single parent, but especially if you're a two-parent household. So let's get back to the show, and I'm going to show y'all this other clip, and it's in my History channel right over here. We're going to make this be good now. This is going to be a good one. This is going to be a good one. This is what all the heated discussion is all about. And I'm going to save it for third. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Let's look at this. Fair you. This is TD Media Group. Check them out. Where does the money come from? Elderly Democrats say donations made in their names aren't genuine. That's what they're saying out there. See, and this is what mainstream media, news outlets and things is not trying to get individuals.
Investigation, as people are trying to figure out what's actually going on with Act Blue and the funny money rolling through there.
Speed it up.
But it looks as if they're taking advantage of their elderly community within the DNC, right? Check this out here. And this is very relevant to the main topic concerning what's happening with Jasmine Crockett right now. Democratic fundraising platform Act Blue may have raked in millions through fraudulent donations, according to the testimonies of elderly Americans who said federal election records do not reflect their giving. 18 registered Democrats in Connecticut, all over the age of 70, appear to have donated $1.9 million to Democratic causes, including Act Blue, through hundreds of thousands of small donations from 2016 to 2024, according to a review of Federal Election Commission filings by Dominic Rapney, cybersecurity company CEO and former Connecticut Republican candidate for office. Curious about the donation patterns, Rapney tracked down some of the Connecticut residents and asked them if they really did make thousands of small donations, sometimes multiple in a day, through Act Blue. The article continues to read several of the supposed donors told Rapney
now we're gonna look at some of these several donors right on the sites that he found. See, he got a lot of fans, man, that be sending him stuff. And I'm starting to notice y'all starting to leave me some good messages right in the chat also. So pretty soon, boy, your boy gonna get real good at this. I'm thinking about getting another laptop with more space where I can have a lot of templates. I noticed watching some shows, they have a lot of windows at the top of their thing. when they're doing them. So let's keep this thing moving.
They did not.
Let me see. I got a shadow and see. Let's go over here and now let's look at some of the.
To $32,323. She too signed an affidavit denying anomalies head on. Look at some of these other examples. And then also, I cannot wait to get into the excuses from Act Blue, right? A 91-year-old woman appears to have made 2,591 donations, totaling $41,000, according to.
Ooh, do y'all hear that? 91 years old making these kind of donations. Talking about you're not really even thinking about your fixed income and things of that nature. Usually this is what we hear come out of their mouths when we're hearing them so passionate interviews, like I'm on a fixed income and this, like that, and another. And it's a lady, like I gave her some money today. Sometimes I feel it seems like she's always out there in the middle of the street, coming up towards the middle of the month. Fixed income individuals. But, this is 91, but I beg to differ. Let's just say that their mind is cognitively smooth and that they actually making this many donations. But I know my stepfather, 94, he ain't gonna make no donation like that. He keeping his money. He don't know what's gonna jump on right at that age. He don't know if he got to go to the doctor, his medical around. Do y'all get the drift of where I'm coming from with this?
FEC filings. She signed an affidavit with Rapney denying making the reported donations. Another 75-year-old woman looks to have made 4,270 small donations, adding up to $32,323.
See, let's stop it right there. See, look, 75 years. Look how many donations, small donations, 4,270 small donations. That's adding up to 32,000. If this isn't like small donations. Now, what I'm seeing in both of these donations, what's left out is what sort of time span, or is this all that they can give us so far? What was the time span? Is there a grid or a time stamp for each time that donation went over there? We'll see.
She too signed an affidavit with Rapney denying making the donations in this frequency or quantity. Act Blue is currently under congressional investigation, Pablo Nadia Shelley, for alleged laundering of foreign money laundering. I'm going to read that one more time.
What?
I feel like I read that wrong. Act Blue is currently under congressional investigation for alleged laundering of foreign money laundering. Okay. Act Blue came.
That's why he said he read it. Where is that at? Foreign laundering. Oh, foreign? Yeah, foreign money laundering. Act Blue.
Under fire on October 29th.
Because
before its donor verification policies. Oh my God, this is ridiculous. Check this out. Act Blue came under fire on October 29th because of its donor verification policies. In a letter that day to Act Blue, Steele said foreign actors from Iran, Russia, Venezuela, and China could use the platform to launder illicit money for use in U.S. political campaigns. Get this.
Ooh, do you hear what, man? So that means foreign individuals that wasn't born here, they don't have nothing to do with us, can launder some money and make things move. That's make things move along. Do y'all understand what's really cracking? make things move without us even having a whim or a cautious thought for why is things going this way. And I think I do know why, because the left have things going like the parental rights in school and stuff like this. And now let's hear
This. The Democratic fundraising platform admitted in 2023
what?
to Steele that it did not require contributors to use a card verification value or CVV to
Ooh,
donate on its site with a credit card. That is crazy. Those security codes are meant to ensure that the person making a purchase physically possess the credit card. The CVV, obviously, we all know this. The CVV is what's in the back of your debit card or credit
yeah,
card, that 3-digit number, it's essentially a 3-digit PIN. When is the last time you made a purchase online and you paid with your credit card or debit card and you didn't have to put in the little 3-digit CVV number? You have to do that literally every time, unless your
all the
credit
time.
card or debit card is already saved to said platform like an Amazon. If it's already saved on Amazon, then you don't have to do it. And then you have some platforms, if I remember correctly, with YouTube, when you send a super chat, even though your information may already be saved, your debit or credit card, for verification purposes, sometimes they'll still ask you, okay, we got that all your information is here, but what's the CVV number? Put that 3-digit number that's in the back of your card in the field right now. The fact that you don't need that, these type of verification processes to donate on ActBlue, you can just grab a credit card, grab a debit card, whatever kind it may be, and just let the money fly. Is crazy. Somebody
In other words, someone's using gift cards and all kinds of things jumping off. That That's what I'm thinking. Somebody can use a gift card and have all kind of money, like just cracking, shellacking. So wow, this is crazy. So let's get back to the other part of the show, and feel free to go over there and check our man out. Uh, because, like he said at the beginning, he can't wait till y'all hear the right. He can't wait till y'all hear the excuses right at the end. So feel free to go and check out the rest of that video. And now we're going to get at the part where Jasmine, Miss Crockett, is going to be on the stand. So let's see what's happening, man. I like the way that rhymes. So fair use right here. Let me try to figure out how to get back to that part. This gonna be the part that y'all really want to hear about. Now, the truth. Ooh, it's all kind of stuff up in here now. Not right there. Get ready. Is y'all ready? Now this lady, we gotta remember, she wasn't always around. She wasn't around a lot. People, the whole Democratic Joe Biden thing, we never saw him being actively active unless it was some kind of clown and he's walking funny far. They always kept it like on the tip when he was in office, like it's like they all knew. The outlets, the papers, and the people that really, 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 really knew was the whole administration. Obama and all of them knew something was jumping off. And now it has finally been revealed that, Not only it was some cognitive issues, but now it's this prostate thing. And hey, fair use. Let's just get on. That's a whole nother story. Now, did Jasmine Crockett commit election fraud? This is what. Did she commit this alleged election fraud? And remember, do y'all like this lid that I have here? So I made some. I'm gonna be selling them for $35. If you see me in person, then I may give you a real good discount. I have the black and the white and black, and I'm definitely showing the heck be like wearing the white one at the picnic and let my son wear black one, because it's hard to try to catch up to these white ones right here. So let's get to the fair use of this one right here. And this is the Soldier of Finance. Okay.
Order.
I'm trying to get clarification.
Look at calm down. Calm down.
No, because this is what y'all do. So I'm trying to get
Miss
clarification.
Crockett, you're not recognized. Miss Crockett.
And that's another thing. She always come out of pocket. You're not recognized. And she said, "This what y'all trying to do?" Like she trying to show you, yeah, she hard. But yeah, she was raised up with so much privilege jumping off that this is the reputation that they was teaching her in these schools. What was she pushing like this when she was working for our boy? May he rest in peace. The lawyer that did the O.J. Simpson trial. Y'all know who I'm talking about. She used to work for his law firm. Come on. Someone put it in the chat. Y'all understand who I'm talking about, but let's listen to some rest of more what's going on.
I can't hear you with your yelling.
You don't want
calm
me to
down.
Be,
Can you please calm down?
Don't tell me to calm down.
Calm down.
Because y'all talk
Please calm
noise,
down.
and then you
You're
can't
out of
take
control.
Because if I
Look,
come,
Chairman,
if I
can
come
we
and
send
talk
outside to
shit
take a
about
break
her,
for 5
y'all
minutes?
gonna have a problem.
Mr.
Chairman.
See, her mouth is real foul. Ain't that something?
Chair.
Okay, guys. So I just drove by the home of.
And that's who's running against her. Daniel, Sheldon Daniels, family man, kids and wife and everything. And really, you can hear in his voice he have a love and concern for his community, and he do see it going to pit. So
This Randy.
do see it going to pit. So y'all, as y'all know, you do see that we have all these representatives. What's happening in their district now? Things is quiet. Even Bernie Sanders, he oligarchy. If I hear he's coming out with a book, that means they're not even taking care of their district. Something's going on. AOC, she's starting to be online a lot, always chiming in. But you see, that's a good distraction and a strategy, because if she won't go for president, she'll take vice president. I guarantee you, they ain't going nowhere far, because they already start showing.
Best guy. This guy, he's 73-year-old retiree, unemployed. He and his wife, I guess they just travel around in an RV or something. I don't know, but he's on the road. His wife answered the door. She said that they had no idea what these charges were, and they had no idea that they were.
He was the one, right at the beginning of the video that I showed y'all in the past, that found out that these donations was jumping off. So you know, he's definitely getting his grind on. Vote for him if you're in that country. Do an overwhelmingly vote. Put him on your talk shows and everything. But I beg the difference. So let me see what else is jumping off over here. So let's get over here. Let's look at some more where she came from.
Let's just say become very relaxed in terms of its oversight of the donations that it receives. Back on April 2nd, and I just want to pause right here and let you know that this thing is really, really growing. We had something that happened in the last few days that we'll get to that shows that there's a lot of interest in where Act Blue is getting its money. And first up, though, back on the 2nd of April, and you might not have heard anything about this, but Congress decided to start looking into what was going on over there at Act Blue, and with good reason, as you'll see here. On April 2nd, the House Judiciary Committee, the Committee on House Administration, and the House Committee on Oversight and Government Reform released a joint interim staff report titled, quote, Fraud on Act Blue, how the Democrats' top fundraising platform opens the door for illegal election contributions, unquote. This report reveals that Act Blue made its fraud prevention rules more lenient twice in 2024, even though there is extensive fraud on the platform, including from foreign sources. Now,
so what up? Foreign sources. See, this is like some way out stuff jumping off, y'all. Foreign sources. I cannot believe this. So, with that right there.
This is just speculation. I just want to draw out a scenario for you. Okay. Now, you saw the woman, she said she had no idea about the donations to Crockett, over $16,000. And look, the lady and her husband are retired.
So
$16,000. Oh, they would not just not understand where $16,000 went. Okay.
So, and on the short note, man, it's like, think about it. Donations popping up. No one know where the donations came from. Man, do you know how nervous in my bones I will be like if I see some money in the bank? See, now the old me would say, ooh, I got some fun money. Just catch me when you can. But the new me, 26 years recovery, I'll be rather kind of paranoid. Like, shit, is it a message of where this came from or something, so I can know exactly what it's all about? So if it ain't no message, like a secret Santa Claus or something, let me know. Do y'all remember that being on the news? Secret Santa Claus vanished also. And until then, hey, I'm gonna put this video right out there. I could put up some more. Feel free to follow the title of this video, and I guarantee you it'll lead you to some more on this probe and investigation. And until then, share this video with your friend. Educate your video with this friend. Understand what the FSC and this probing and all this, and put all the ducks together. Now, I could say it could be another side of this. Because it's a lot of oligarchy behavior jumping off on both sides. But what is the oligarchy? Is it to push us to the side, the rich and the wealthy? Or is it to build a more structured society? Because we need some of these businesses that was here to come back. We need things like Sears and Roebuck to come back and to have some competition back on back in the grime or something of the same sort. I even wanted Fry's to come back or something like Fry's. Until then, I see I'm getting off the subject, but if not anything, we need some small businesses to for surely grow. Whether you're middle class or mid-middle class, or high mid-middle class, low middle class. I grew up seeing small businesses thriving with families. Until then, thank y'all for showing up to the show. Hit that like button, subscribe button. Until then, I am out. Oh, I'm clicking the wrong thing again. What they call it, struggle screaming. Until